Oh boy. So let's get into this one here. Transformers War for Cybertron EarthRise Leader Class Optimus Prime. The past couple of days have been pretty crazy within the Transformer fandom and the fighting that has been going on over this on every kind of social media. We'll start with when this was first shown to us at New York Comic Con. It was the rendered images from Hasbro, and everyone was super excited. It was like, oh wow, it's Leader Class Optimus Prime but at an affordable, you know, leader class rate instead of having to get a masterpiece. And then we saw the in-hand prototype images at the same show that weekend, and we saw the gray hands, we saw the washed out colors, we saw the yellow eyes on it, which is more toy accurate as opposed to the blue eyes, which would be show accurate, and people were not happy. And we thought, I guess, well, the renders were incorrect, and the hand-painted prototype is what is going to be the final toy. And then time progressed, and there was some leaked first in-hand images of the toy. And we were back to blue hands again, and we were back to blue eyes again, and people were excited, and oh yeah, this is great, this is super. And then Earth Entertainment and a lot of the other sponsors and stuff like that, and people that have online stores of the different message boards, they started getting their in-box images, which were still kind of renders, but these in-box images from Hasbro, and we were back at gray hands and yellow eyes again. And people were furious and people weren't happy. Well, today we finally have videos leaking online, stolen from the Chinese and the Vietnamese factories of the toy, and we have a confirmation. And there's great photo shoots that have been popping up too. We have a final confirmation of how the toy looks. And it's going to have blue eyes. It's going to have the blue hands. But, you know, now that we see the reality of it, we also see some of the washed out stuff in different areas. Clearly, the roller base mode, if you will, of the trailer is lacking a lot of paint on the inside. So, you know, you'll have to take from that what you will. We get to see really nicely how the turret mode of the roller attaches to Optimus Prime's arm, so that's really nice. We also get to see how big this thing is, despite it being the leader class price point, which obviously is going into a majority of the trailer cost. He's pretty much a Voyager scale toy. There's some really nice photos of him next to Deluxes, next to the current movie Optimus Prime studio series based off of the Bumblebee design, Voyager, and he's pretty much one for one to scale with him, and that's a Voyager. We have him next to even the Deluxe Ironhide, which is one of the larger Deluxes. We have him next to the Galaxy Force Optimus Prime. So, you know, we have a pretty good indicator of what we got going on here. And I mean, there's a lot of great photos. I mean, I'm gonna link the photo shoot in the comments below, and you could kind of go through it slowly one by one. But I mean, it is what it is. Your leader class price point, depending on where you are in the world, that's, you know, what we were going to expect. And to get a trailer with our Optimus Prime, it seems like, you know, in the current market of how Hasbro handles the budget when it comes to our modern toys, I'm not surprised by what we have here. It is, to me, it is what I would expect a masterpiece to be done if you were given a budget limit. You know, MP 3.0, you know, V3, whatever you want to call it, 35th anniversary Optimus Prime was a 300 and something masterpiece toy, but you see why it was that, you know, from a budget standpoint, from the trailer, from the engineering of the robot mode. And then you look at this one and you go, you know, like here in Canada, leader classes are like, you know, $69.99 to $79.99. In the States, I mean, you'll have to fill in the blanks for me there. It's different in every region. It is what it is. You know, you could kind of see like, well, if it's going to be that, I guess, let's say $59.99 or $49.99, you're going to understand that price discrepancy and how it's going to be able to fill the gap. I mean, it's cool. Hey, it has the removable matrix, has an opening chest. It has, you know, Optimus's ion blaster. It does have a roller, even if it's kind of washed out on colors on the interior. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's going to be something that'll be nice, at least in your EarthRise, you know, Generations display. I think it's probably the best show accurate Generations Classics-esque Optimus we've gotten thus far. But again, at the same time, it really is, what do you expect of your Generations display? Do you want something that's a interpretation of the G1 design, which you could then go back to some of the previous toys? Or is this something that you just really want to have a really good G1 design toy? Again, at the end of the day, it really is what you want from this. There's a lot of little things here and there that people could be nitpicky about, whether it be, the smokestacks could be longer, or they don't like blue in certain areas, and how the back of his legs are primarily gray to kind of appease a transformation. But again, at the end of the day, I think it is what it is. It's to me personally, I'm not super excited about this, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that are going to love this, and there's going to be just as many people that are going to pick this apart. It has all those EarthRise plug points all over it, so from a play value standpoint, I think that people will at least have a good time there. Look, I got MP V3 Optimus Prime. I got the MP10 back in the day. I got MP1 back in the day. I have the Robot Masters Optimus Prime. I have all the different classics versions before that. So me having that pursuit of a G1 Optimus Prime in different scales in my different displays has kind of been succeeded already. So this one here, I mean, this is something that, I'll pick it up maybe one day, but when it's considerably cheaper probably than its original MSRP retail price. But I do appreciate what they tried to do here, because different people of different walks of life and income at least will be able to pick this up. And the sacrifices that do exist here exist because of the modern way that we handle budgeting our toys from these big companies. And prices and paint, they want to make their profits. I'm not trying to make an excuse for them. It's just more of how the world is today, unfortunately, when it comes to this stuff. I mean, MP10, which came with a trailer, was, I think, MSRP $150. Could be wrong. Something like that. $150. And we've doubled that since then. So it's another world. So let me know what you think about this. I know that everyone has their own opinions. I mean, I'm kind of still more excited about the Galaxy Force one, in my opinion, than this one. But I'm a weird guy. So let me know what you think. I don't know. It's a really polarizing topic these past couple days. And the fandom has very distinct, different opinions.